Welcome to NNT. Your organisation is under attack right now. The range of techniques and battlefronts is bigger than ever, and while cybersecurity incidents being in the headlines isn't new, this year has been unprecedented in terms of headlines in the mainstream press. The number of new malware samples identified each year exceeds 25 million, and this number is increasing by over 20% each year. With phishing attacks on the increase too, how will antivirus systems ever keep pace? Hacktivist groups using cyber attacks against government and corporate targets are a new phenomenon, looking to cause disruption to any target they see as a cause célèbre. Threatened cyber attacks are a common corporate blackmail weapon employed by organised crime, and as such, more companies will be exposed to this type of highly organised attack. But the more common issue for any organisation is the insider threat. What defences do you have against a trusted employee gone rogue, one with the privileges to access business-critical systems? This could be a simple malicious revenge attack by a disgruntled ex-employee, or someone duped or coerced into assisting criminal activity. And then we have the Advanced Persistent Threat, or APT. So far, the APT has largely been viewed as government-sponsored cyber espionage. However, the technology usually becomes the norm a year later, so expect to see APT techniques reach the mainstream and be exploited by business competitors undertaking industrial espionage for intellectual property theft. So despite our defences being better than ever before, all automated security technologies still suffer with security blind spots. Signature-based technologies will always be prone to zero-day threats, while phishing attacks will always catch enough suckers. Whilst we aren't saying that antivirus technology and firewalls are of no use, it is time to recognise they will never be fully effective against all cyber threats, especially the inside man scenario or the more elaborate APT attack. The NNT view is that there is an art to delivering effective security. By recognising there will always be gaps in modern automated security defences, it becomes clear that there is an essential need for fundamental security measures. File integrity monitoring, combined with best practice processes in device hardening and change management, are the only way to maintain truly secure systems. NNT Change Tracker provides protection against threats by ensuring all security best practice measures are in place at all times. If any weakening of defences is detected, these will be clearly identified, including any changes to system files and significant configuration settings. New for Change Tracker version 5.5 is the Compliance Dashboard. This shows at a glance whether devices are within compliance for your harden build standard. A harden build standard should be derived for all devices in your estate to provide a fundamentally secure platform. Change Tracker audits device configuration settings against a range of predefined hardening checklists, and a simple percentage score is returned. NNT provide a range of default checklists for different standards based on manufacturer best practice guidelines and recognised authorities such as NIST and CIS. System hardening is always a balance between the requirements for operational performance and the demands for maximising security. In this example, for a Windows device, the Change Tracker report checks the password policy, registry settings, audit and security policy. The report will also check for the existence of must-have services and that all unnecessary services have been disabled or set correctly. Report checklists are applied to all configuration attributes that affect security, and NNT will work with you to refine an optimised checklist for your systems in your environment. New for version 5.5 is a greater range of checklists, including Cisco devices, switches, routers and Acer firewalls, and reports for hardening Linux and Unix variants, including Ubuntu, CentOS, Red Hat and Solaris. Once systems have been hardened, it is essential to maintain this configured state. The Change Tracker Changes dashboard serves as a visual check for whether any config changes have been made. These should be minimal and only when essential. The dashboard records changes as either planned or unplanned. Where changes need to be made, either for system enhancements or maintenance, they should be approved in advance and entered into the system as a planned change. With Change Tracker, this process is made simple and is ideal if you're an organisation just getting to grips with the adoption of change management processes. For more mature organisations, we offer an API to integrate Change Tracker with your existing service desk or change management system. You simply enter the type of changes expected, the reference for the planned change, and any description of the changes intended. Change Tracker's closed-loop change management operation means that any changes made will be recorded and reconciled with the planned change record. We then fix a start time and duration, just 5 minutes for this quick demo change. All planned changes are recorded in the Plan Changes repository. Here's the one I just added. It goes against my login ID as I entered it. Change Tracker offers controlled, role-based access, so some organisations choose to appoint one user as change approver, while others distribute authority to create plan changes to all system admins. During the plan change window, all changes for tagged devices are recorded and assigned to the plan change record. But Change Tracker actually coordinates this whole process. As the plan change window opens, an entry is recorded as an event for the devices concerned, and this is communicated to the assigned engineer via email. It's a useful reminder that scheduled work is required to start now. Change Tracker is easily powerful enough to track all changes to all system attributes and file system changes. However, it is more usual to assign a configuration policy to devices, specifying which attributes need to be tracked. Let's take a look at the policy for the device specified for the plan change. This is stored as a template, so it can be edited and saved and then applied to groups of similar devices. Let's take a look at the file integrity parameters. This is a typical profile for a Windows server. There are specified paths to be tracked, such as the syswow64 folders, the system32 paths, and in this case, the program file folders and the IIS website folders. Change Tracker intelligently applies a series of rules and filters to the tracking required. We may choose to track all changes to files and folders, but more usually we want to filter changes, so we only see changes to files that qualify as system files, such as executables, DLLs and driver files. Alternatively, this web files filter includes Java and ASP.NET file types, but you can define additional filter groups for your application's preferences. We typically want to exclude files which change frequently, such as log files and databases. We expect these to change so we learn nothing when they do, whereas system or program files should only change when we apply patches or updates, and the filter helps to remove any non-useful changes. There is a further option to explicitly exclude named files or paths, and for high security environments, options for generating a unique, secure hash for each file, and to enable live tracking of changes. The hash option allows us to detect Trojan malware, trying to masquerade as legitimate system files, while live tracking ensures changes are alerted in real time. When a breach occurs, time is of the essence in limiting any damage caused. For Linux and Unix systems, there are options for agent-powered and agent-less FIM, as well as file contents tracking for text-based configuration file. Similar options to the Windows setup apply. Specify a path to track, any files or types to exclude, and whether subfolders should be tracked. Change Tracker includes predefined templates for all significant security files governing system access, operation, password policies, and so on. The agent-less FIM over the LAN tracker works neatly in conjunction with the file contents tracker. FIM over the LAN tracks file attributes only, so is a light touch tracker. But if it detects a change, it can then trigger the more detailed contents tracker to run and show exactly what changed within the file. We need to go ahead and make our plan change, as the change window is nearly up. I have RDP'd onto the target system for the change, which in this case is going to be a change to a key system file in the system32 path. But I'm going to copy in a pre-built Trojan file. I'm going to use the cover of the plan change to make an insider change. In this case, the file sizes are different, but even if the files are the same size, the secure hash will give the game away. Note that I'm logged in under my admin account, which gives me the rights to change a core system file. Once the plan change finishes, all the changes detected are recorded against the record, and it is neatly presented in a single screen, making it very easy to review. Good change management relies on system governance, so a QA testing or post-implementation review phase should always be in place to ensure even plan changes are good changes, executed as expected. The details of the exact changes detected are presented clearly. The file change detected and its associated attributes are exposed, and crucially, the name of the user who made the change are also recorded. If this was a Trojan added by a stealthy insider, they would still be caught. Similarly, for Linux or Unix file changes, the same plan change record presentation is used, exposing all changes made. Here I get 3 changes recorded, just because I'm using the 3 different FIM options available for Linux: agent-less and agent-based FIM, plus the file contents tracker option in this case, as the changes affected a text-based message of the day banner. Note the change says it was reconciled retrospectively. We'll see how this works in a moment. The File Contents Tracker shows a side-by-side before and after view of the file changes detected to make it easy to see exactly what changes were made, and in fact the whole design philosophy behind Change Tracker is to make security best practices easy to implement for maximum benefit. There may be occasions where emergency changes need to be made, or during the early stages of implementation of Change Tracker where users are still getting used to only making changes as part of a planned change. In these instances, unplanned changes will be recorded, so Change Tracker offers a means to review and approve these changes retrospectively using the Reconcile Plan Change function. Operating a secure environment requires zero tolerance to unplanned changes in order to easily identify a security breach if and when one happens. Email alerts use the same philosophy of providing at-a-glance information. In the same email is an example of the presentation of the same change detected by the Linux FIM tracker. The headline is that there has been a change to an existing file, and the file affected is detailed along with its key attributes. Similarly, if we make another file change to our demo Windows server as we did earlier, this will be detected using Change Tracker's live tracking function. This means changes are detected and alerted in real time, as you can see here. If I make the change and then refresh email, the change is reported within a minute or so. Of course, neatly summarised again for easy analysis and with the perpetrator's name exposed. Alternatively, if you prefer to work from the changes dashboard, this will highlight that a new unplanned change has been detected. Drill down through the pie chart to see the change details and the full change record. The other emails in the inbox have been generated by Change Tracker too. I get a full audit trail of planned changes in progress, useful if you schedule a planned change window and like to have a reminder, or as a means of providing visibility of changes in progress to the rest of the team. And when the planned change window ends, I also get a summary of all the changes recorded. Likewise, I can get a scheduled email summary of my estate's hardened status, similar to the compliance dashboard output we saw at the start of the video. Any devices not 100% compliant are highlighted and the remediation steps required summarised in an email attachment. Our research shows email is the most effective way to provide compliance updates to users, and so maximises the usefulness of the Change Tracker system. It is designed to tell you what you need to know and when you need to know it. Change Tracker also allows you to schedule delivery of FIM summary reports via email, along with hardening report scans and overall event activity summary reports. NNT make it easy to manage compliance. We'd welcome the opportunity to help you with your security and compliance projects. Please visit www.nntws.com, where you can see case studies, white papers, and request pricing or a free trial. Just follow the links and register your details. Thanks for your time today.